it's like, we got to explain this. Like, yo, we ain't like that, bro. That's him.
Being in front of the world now, right? Constantly getting interviewed. A lot of people want to speak to you. A lot of people want to bring you on their platforms. What do you feel like
since Charleston retired
is the biggest misconception about you? What do people get wrong about you a lot?
They think he's straight, but Game's straight to saying to him.
They get everything right. Because like whatever they think is what I am. I can't determine that. What I think I am, I'll never be. People gonna choose to hold on to whatever I made them feel. So I ain't determined to that. The thing that I really like the most is that people think about me, right? Because people didn't think about me before, or they didn't express what they thought. Right now, people are expressing it, so I kind of like it. It don't matter whether it's good or bad, because there ain't no good or bad to me. But if they think I give a f***, they wrong. I don't give a f*** what they say. A lot of people call me a zester. They call me fake prophets. They call me everything, but everything they say is not true. Not to me, because I think I'm a better person than what they think I am. Right? I can say this though: if something did have to f me up, if something did f me up, only thing, the moment that f me up on the internet, I think the most was the 4 extra moment. Right, that f me up because like I had a gun in my pocket. I wanted to hurt him, right? But I'm like, I can't do that because I'm standing for something totally different right now, right? And that hurt my pride. After that, nothing else.
I think the funniest shit I saw, bro, because to me, like, you came out of nowhere, bro. To me.
To everybody.
You came. I'm like, who the f is this dude? Because the first time I saw you, you was on, I think, off the porch.
Off the porch, yeah.
Off the porch, and you had your artist there.
Right.
And I forgot what you said to him. You kind of embarrassed him, and he got up and walked off.
Right. I told him to music.
Your artist?
Yeah.
Bro.
Have you not seen this clip?
No.
That's the first time I saw.
But that's viral right there, bro. You introducing as your artist, right? And then you tell the world his music. You dad that wish you never signed his ass. It was a waste of time. But that's caught fire, boy. Boy. He ain't lying. 607 boy.
So I was like, yo, this dude is
this.
this dude is different. So he told his artist, they were sitting on the and the artist is sitting right there just having to take all this shit. He telling him his music is ass. But here's the worst part. You know when you speak in direct to somebody, say if I got a problem with him, I'll be like, yo, who's this right here? And I'm saying it.
The nigga that roll with you.
He's saying it to the interviewer. And the artist just got and he's pointing back at him as he's talking about him. I say, yo, this dude is different. Who is this? But he sounded so bossed up. It's like he's came out of nowhere, but the way his energy was like he's already been here.
He know what he's saying.
That was the energy. I'm like, yo, who this? I'm like, the way he's talking, he sound like somebody I should know who he is already.
Word.
You know he died 5 times.
But it was the first time I saw you though.
That's high praise.
Yeah,
that's important.
You been before?
Well, I'll say it. I'll say it because of this. When I first heard of you, and when we were talking about doing the interview, I obviously had my own misconceptions. Right. And one of them was like, I don't want that Orlando Brown moment again. You know what I'm saying? And I was clearly wrong. And I obviously, you know, shout out to Angel because
that boy is a little mix of Orlando Brown and Charleston White all in one, ain't he?
She was the one who called me, and she tells me, she's like, you sit down with Charles.
Forget about Orlando.
And you see, you were the one that had a conversation with him, bring him on the platform, and he shows you the man. And she's like, the thing that you don't know about him is he's highly intelligent, right? And he's capable of having those conversations just the same. You just got to be able to listen to him and understand him. And I had that misconception, and that's why I was bringing it up. Because I feel like there are people that are afraid to platform you because they don't know where it would go. Because you see something like No Jumper. Oh, well, this is what goes on if you bring them on a platform. And that's what they're afraid of. And it takes away from you because those people are wrongfully afraid. They're like, oh, I don't want to bring them on there. And that takes away from your pocket because that could be a great moment for them, a great conversation.
That's why Unc snapped when he made his own 37 platforms and built all them almost 1 million subscribers each. You ain't lying. You know, we be tuned in all that content.
Conversations, great conversations.
Crazy, y'all. Keep going, man.
Bring you
Show
on
the ass the impossible.
I like to
possible.
think that our platform has highlighted.
They'll give you a
people in
chance to
different
go get it
ways,
yourself.
That
You
they've
heard?
been able to go to others, and the other platforms are like, damn, I want to be that guy. I want to have a conversation with him because he's bringing a lot more to the table. That's what this conversation so far for me today has done.
Right.
Because I'm listening to it and I'm like, it's not crazy what you're saying. I was just watching it from the wrong lens.
Right. Well, thing is, I can't go where I ain't supposed to go, and it always gonna come back for sure. Right. I'm gonna tell you this. Right. I saw your platform. I wanted to come on. I couldn't come on, but I'm on. Right. It came back because like a lot of times people don't understand that everything come back. Right. I'm different people at different moments. Probably at that moment, I was somebody that you probably shouldn't have had on your platform. But at this moment, I'm somebody you should, right? It just changes, right? And it constantly changes. Just make sure you constantly be aware and know who to keep around you because people are constantly changing, right? But for me, I don't worry about that shit because, like, I am in an environment that you put me in. If you invite me to your place and then whatever happened is your fault because it's your environment. I'm coming to your environment. You're not coming to mine, right? A lot of times people don't understand that. And I'm not doing no interviews nowhere unless I'm traveling. Like I'm in Miami, so I'm in Miami. I'm gonna come here. If I'm in different places, people want me to come. I don't come anyway, right? A lot of people want me to come. I don't come. When I'm moving, I come. When I'm still, I'm still. But everybody want me to come, I come. But if you're fucked up, it's your fault, right? If something happened, it's your fault because you possess the energy. I didn't possess it.
Is any platforms you just wouldn't fuck with at all?
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I gotta find out. A lot of times people ask me to do something, I say no. It don't be about the money. I just say no. Yeah. It's just a vibe I get from their voice.
Right.
Their voice is just off.
For me, it's Adam.
The energy.
With his platform, hell no.
You don't like the energy.
Nah, bro. Pause.
Nah, man.
Spiritual.
Everybody will do Adam. No pause.
I wouldn't fuck with him.
But you wouldn't go there to have a conversation with him about the shit that you're saying today?
To tell him?
To be able to tell him? Like,
I wouldn't trust it.
That's a good question.
I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust to be there.
In his
I don't think he provides an environment where you feel protected even.
Let me say something. I don't want to take up Adam.
Because I've seen like one episode where incident where Whack it was somebody there and Whack 100 and came up there and jumped him in the behind.
Oh,
Yeah, bro, like that type of shit be going on over there.
No, actually, I'm gonna say that.
Adam
Listen,
got
I don't fuck with Adam. I don't fuck with the platform, but I'm gonna say this: when it comes to Adam, you can kind of like understand that everything was content. His wife is content.
Right.
Everything was content. And so when you understand him, you understand how to deal with him. It's all content. You call his phone, you text him, it's content. Everything you do with Adam is content. But he's a content creator. So you can kind of like expect that. It ain't like he got a vendetta, I'm trying to hurt somebody. No, I want to get some views.
Yeah.
Everything
Nah,
him
I
is
can't
for the
trust
views.
that. I can't trust
so
that.
you understand that. So that's
But
how it is.
That's
a lot
why
of
I
shit.
feel like there's such a problem with podcasting specifically.
Right.
Because I think that most people don't have the main income. Right? They don't have a business that they're operating on a day-to-day. So this podcasting is their business.
For the money.
Right? So they need the controversy to happen
Right.
in order to make
then
money. I don't need the controversy to happen
Right.
to make money. I'm here specifically because I think that by platforming to both of you gentlemen today,
Right.
there's a good conversation that could come from it. I don't
Right.
give a fuck if it gets 1 million views.
Right.
I like that. Okay, you know what? Somebody watching from that lens today is going to be able to get some gems and grow from it. To look at somebody and be like, you know what? I genuinely with this person. I understand this person.
We love
It's
it.
just a regular
happening.
conversation.
Right.
But other people don't want that.
Right.
They
Right.
want it to be like, oh well,
Low-hanging
shit.
fruit.
What the fuck? How do I?
Right.
Low-hanging
This
fruit.
isn't making me enough money. Like, you could go off on a tangent about hip hop, right?
Right.
And you could talk about it, and they're like, you know what? I might not want to hear that. I don't care about the people that don't want to hear it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want the people that want to hear it. Those are the ones that matter. Whether
Right.
it be 17 people out of the 14 million,
Right.
that could be. I couldn't give a less. Let it be the 14 people, but those 14 people got something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's ultimately what matters. We could sit in a club right now and have this conversation.
Right.
Maybe 5 or 6 people join behind us and start listening like, oh, this is an interesting conversation. The rest of the people are dancing like that one dude on the
Big
internet.
group.
We couldn't give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them do what they do. This isn't for everybody.
Right.
It's for the people that matter, that support us, that truly matter. You know what I mean? That truly support you and truly support you and truly support us.
Right.
That's what matters. That's good enough for me.
Right.
It doesn't need to make 20,000. You see these people talking about, Sean Cotton has been recently talking about this. Like, the views are what? Like, is everybody just gonna go online and they're like, oh, well, this, do they judge people because of how many views they got? You know what I mean? I could do an interview right now with Tony Robbins or Gary Vee or Jay Shetty. No matter what, like I could have an interview with any of these people who are killing it in life.
Right.
Pat Bet-David. We had Patrick Bet-David up here. He's a fucking billionaire.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? The views on that are low.
Crazy.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. The gems I got out of that are amazing, and the people that watch that, they're learning. Right. And I feel like that's the most important thing, to be able to have a conversation with people.
And I think for you guys with your platform here, like, you respect what podcasting is. I think the podcasting market is oversaturated. I've been doing my podcast since 2018. Right. This is when it was like kind of like in its infancy, like before there was visuals of it. Right, it was just strictly audio.
Apple Music.
Like that's what podcasting originally was. So you had to actually have something to talk about. Podcasting was an alternative to radio. Right, so I started like
broadcasting.
So I got inspired by Taxstone because people say we sound alike and shit like that. But we both from Brooklyn, and when he was doing it, I'm like, I could do that shit. But like also you had to have like a docket and an itinerary and things to talk about. Interesting guests if you was gonna have a guest. You gotta be able to sit back behind a mic for an hour plus with no one watching you with substance. But then when the camera element got involved in it, when it got moved over to YouTube, it's not podcasting anymore. And I think for this platform, you guys still respect the actual thing of what podcasting is, the substance.
Long form conversation.
That's what podcasting really is.
Yes, sir.
Now it's about every celebrity just pick up a microphone, and because your career is failing, now you want to shift over to now you want to shift over to an avenue that people actually put the time and the energy into, and you're using your face card as your entry into an industry that you really don't give a fuck about. It's just a new way to make money.
It's true.
That's nasty, bro. Because a lot of people like, we got money, we just need something to do. At first I was a little intimidating to me. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get drowned out by all of these celebrities. Sure. But then it was like, you know what? They're not gonna last. Right? Because at the end of the day, the longevity is the most important thing. How long can you last in this shit? How long can you withstand this storm? Let the storm go by 2-3 years, you're still gonna be here because you respect what the foundation of it is. And that's the long form conversation,
Appreciate
the substance. And y'all have that.
I look at it as like kind of like movies. Sometimes movies do the best when you don't know the main character. Because if I see Denzel, I have a predisposed expectation of what I'm finna get from a Denzel or a Matt Damon or whatever it is. But if it's a new actor, it's a new movie, now I can watch it with this. I believe the character. I can watch. I can actually get ingrained with it and believe it and buy into what's going on here. But it's hard. It's hard when I'm competing with Cam and Mace, with Nori and all these guys, because they do have a built-in fan base.
Right.
But if you keep going, you keep having a conversation, you keep elevating, before you know it, you're on the same shelf.
See, all of that shit it's like this super team in the NBA, right? As we can see what's going on now with the NBA, that formula failed. Because all the greatest teams now were built from the ground up with we don't know none of their names. You build it around one star player, and LeBron and them, when they started that whole super team, that's over with now, bro.
It came and went.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got, like you said, Cam and Mace. Cam and Mace they do sports. Nori interviews pioneer rappers, and they have a formula. So like me, when I came in, I didn't view anybody.
I don't think super teams ruin sports. If anything, that probably got people attention more. You feel me? Because you like, oh, some shit finna go down today if these playing. What I feel like ruined sports in general, the viewership of it was kicking out the fans, like not letting the fans in no more. Basically, like, people will report on what happened on the game and their own opinions and shit like that, but not like that it's more restricted. You ain't seen it no more. You feel me? They cut that shit down. They don't want no honest opinions on what you think about their game because they finna do they script how the fuck they want to do their script. They don't want nobody to talk about it. They're like, this is what it is. We want you to watch it, enjoy yourself. And people are tired of it. We can at least talk about it. It's like, fuck yeah.
He is my competition. I'm like, you know what? Joe Budden is my competition. So if you set the bar high, that's where you're going. So when I see these little, well, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck what celebrity want to have a podcast. I'm like, I don't care, bro. I'm going to keep going. I'm almost 300 episodes in on my shit.
Congrats.
And people be like, oh, I didn't know you had a podcast. And I'm like, okay, well, that means I need to work harder. I'm not offended by it. I'm like, what? I've been around since 2018. But I'm not offended by it. I'm like, that. I just put more
work
pressure on myself to be like, you know what, I got to go a little harder. People say, oh, I didn't know you was a stand-up comedian. I only know you from social media. I'm like, damn, I was doing stand-up way longer.
It started to Trump.
Right, it did. And it trumps it. A lot of people don't know that I'm a national touring headlining comedian. I do an hour plus on stage. But I'm not saying that's my fault. I'm like, okay, so I'm really good at this social media thing because I was able to drown out what my actual baby is, and that's stand-up.
Well, plus you now is the gold rush.
Right.
Now, if you want to start a podcast now, it's quite the feat.
For sure.
So back to the gold rush. We already got our pots and pans. We already in position.
Right.
So now we can capitalize. Your shit started in 2018. You are now in position. All the people that, oh man, you sure you don't want to do something else? Sure don't want to try this? Dog, what happened to that video? What happened to that guest? Now is when you can capitalize.
And you know what else too? People don't understand the power of the back catalog. There's rappers that blow up right now that's been in the game for 10 years. So you get that one hit song and you got 400 videos on YouTube. What's going to happen? All of them people are going to go right there and you can sit back for the next 2 years and just collect the residuals on all that work you already put on.
Absolutely.
That's why it doesn't bother me. It's like, I got 400 episodes, 300 episodes over here. So that one episode, cause I just had Ari Spears on my show. I had Godfrey.
I know you're talking about 2 Chainz.
D.L. Hughley's about to come on the show. Preacher Lawson, Kim Patterson. I had them on the show already, but people are not catching on to it. But it's like when they catch it,
they'll catch it.
It's gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, real boy, what he's saying basically is you could have one platform go way crazier than a whole nother platform or a different avenue of content you was doing. Let's say you was a movie star and then you around blow up on a TV show. You feel me? As a main character. Now people know you was the TV show character and they don't know shit about your movies basically. So man, don't get mad about people not knowing about something else. Just understand they different audiences. You keep growing them both. One might overshadow the other one, but hey, they both you at the end of the day.